Hello and welcome back to Master Gradius Let's Play of Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. And we just talked to Daramos, who was once our ally when we were guardians of the source of life.
Are we doomed to a life without refreshments? Oh my word! Oh my heavens! A source hunter! Careful, I'm losing my breath. Too much air. Oh!
A huge healing potion.
Aye, aye, Captain. Phew. Right you are, of course, Source Hunter. But I've a propensity for hyperventilation whenever I'm faced with my ultimate heroes. I've heard that without you, all of Riverlon would be flying fast forward towards its doom.
In here, isn't it? Are we near
All brother and imps signal to one another in a great show of mirth. The imps and the impish seem to get along just fine.
The little clowns are kind of cute, aren't they?
Dear Starstone Commanders, I do apologize for the state your homestead is currently in. It's like a zoo in here, or worse, an imparium. That's right. These red little blighters appeared as out of nowhere when another one of the portals became active. God 7 or 700. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's imps.
There's a discrepancy in that statement I feel bound to point out.
I know, but really, they're zany, they're exasperating, they're unpredictable, and they have about as much use for history as a professional clairvoyant has.
Tell me a bit more about this band of Zigzaxes.
Band of? Why, I'm not one of them. Not one of those exiles that were slaves to demons and their own inadequacies. But talk to them if you must hear their history. I haven't the stomach for the vagaries of my own species. No, what I need is the sound of a symphony, a whiff and a swig of old tasty wine, and above all, a shelter away from imps.
What a wonderful place this is. A lovely locale to rest my weary belly. Far better than the hellish plains we imps are used to. Yes, I think we'll stick around. With your approval, of course. What's that? We have it. Marvellous!
You see my magic box? It's got all kinds of wonders stashed inside.
Aren't you going to leap through? Who knows what wonder awaits you? Well, aren't you going to leap through? Who knows what wonder awaits you?
Doom! Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Well, aren't you going to leap through? Who knows what wonder awaits you?
Zigzax is rather apprehensive of you. Why is that?
No, that hoity-toity historian thinks he's so much better than us demon thralls just because he was never actually enthralled by demons. And yet he's no more than a lackey to the gods, isn't he? What's the difference?
How about you tell me your story, for I think is an elaborate one.
Right you are. Grab a drink, sit you down, and lend me all the ears you have. We imps, you see, are a mixed breed of demons and some other long-forgotten race, which means we aren't as evil as the devils that begot us. But I'll be damned twice over if we aren't as clever. We hail from the realm of Nemesis, where demons have ruled supreme since, well, forever, really. Their knowledge of secrets and arcane scholarship is unparalleled. As unparalleled, in fact, as our inquisitiveness. Now, curiosity may have killed the cat, poor thing, but it enslaved us imps as well. We were blinded by the promises of knowledge the demons dangled in front of our eager faces.
So you made a deal with demons. Not a very smart move.
Yes, well, in hindsight it wasn't. But it seemed like a good idea at the time. Here's what happened. In return for our fair share of demonic knowledge, all of us imps had to sign our names in an indestructible book called a Codex, which was to be considered an oath of servitude, a contract of give and take for mutual benefit, and signed out of free will. Fools that we were, we readily agreed, and thereby signed our way into slavery. For we had to do everything the demons told us to, and they, in turn, shared very little knowledge with us indeed.
And yet, here you are.
Right so. That's because one day, a particularly clever imp amongst us devised an escape plan. If we would be able to steal the Codex and disappear with it, the demons would no longer be able to lay claim on us, for without the proof of the Codex, the contract between us would be broken. One night, as the demons lay sleeping after a most sordid orgy indeed, we stole the Codex and fled from Nemesis through a rift. Ever since then, we've been on the run, for our masters swore they'd return the Codex to Nemesis so they can claim our servitude once more. So all we do is run and hide ad nauseam. Eternal fugitives are we.
Have you seen my magic box? It's got all kinds of wonders.
So where is
inside.
this codex?
It kind of got lost, to tell you the truth. That's what happens after generations of flight. Things get misplaced. And yet, wherever that bloody book may be, up until now, the demons still haven't found it. So, good news there. Only a matter of time until they do, though. Unless, of course, time ends first. Wouldn't that be a stroke of luck?
I sense an eerie presence here.
Yes, like creepy crawlies down the spine. Demons.
Yes, you do not disappoint. I knew you'd come this way. Room by room you encroach upon this territory, willfully torn from time. No, you do not disappoint. Something much more harmful still. You excruciate beyond all thinkable daring. You have our thankfulness, our eternal gratitude, the acknowledgement of the void. So why do you fight us? Why do you stand against the promise of oblivion? Relent, Guardians, relent. You did your duty long, long ago. Do not undo what had to be done.
I wonder what he meant by that.
And I wonder why we had the thanks of those that long for the end of time.
I didn't expect to find the likes of you here. Fallen stars, forgotten angels from on high. How long has it been? An age, an eon. But you've changed quite considerably, I see. Yes, the divine is but a glimmer in the farthest reaches of your gaze. Well, perhaps I can help you. One of your kind ought to be a bit stronger of arm. A bit quicker of wit, after all. And we are all counting on you, sir.
Tell me about yourself.
My autobiography will hardly serve you. What's far more relevant is what I see in you. Quite crucial, your survival, isn't it? And you do seem such a reasonable sort to boot. There's very little pleasure greater than dealing with a reasonable sort, I find.
What can you offer me?
Yourself redone, of course. Your very parts and pieces reorganized into something simply better.
Alright, so this demon offers us a boost in reputation, improved primary attributes, find some ability points, redistribute talents. Okay, let's see what he wants for ability points.
I'd quite like to help you, my friend. But unless you've got a mark of talent to spare, no deal can be struck.
Okay, so I guess he can't do that. I'd like to boost my reputation.
Butcher giving you dirty looks. Beggars spitting at your feet. I can certainly help you with that. But you'll have to offer me something in return. Everything has its price, after all.
I don't think we want to mess with this. Because I'm happy with the way they've been progressing and where I've been distributing all the points. I do not need to redistribute those points.
I have seen the void, and it haunts me. Follows my vision like confused spots.
Alright, let's see where we need to be next.
We are haunted by the same vision, my friend.
I wonder how much of a spark it takes to zap a human to
Can
vapor.
light be born? Let us cling to that and hope.
Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? A bit drafty in here, isn't it? Are we near a vent?
Tell me, my friend, have you heard any recent prophecies regarding the... what was it again? Oh yes, the so-called damned one.
Not lately, Master Imp. Indeed, I very much fear that until the void is caged once more, there will be no future to prophesy.
Alright, I'm wondering
Magic box. It's got all
if, did we do that fight with the Immaculates? I think we did. I think we did that fight with the Immaculate and the Immaculate Initiation fight. Let me see if we have finished that. Yeah, we definitely finished that. Okay, so now what? I think we did everything in Cecile. There's still Hyberheim to deal with. And the Phantom Forest. I think we can deal with the trolls now.
back. And need help.
I strike with the full force of my conviction.
They have a lot of hit points, so I think this is going to be a long fight.
Damage from death! Your power like sand grains through my fingers. A fine stroke of luck.
Come on, charmed guy. Oh, no, it's not your turn yet. He does a lot of damage.
Witch's Vein!
Experiencing a freeze.
Into the fray once more. Favor of the Seven!
Petrifying touch!
I can see the white light.
We have got to charm these mother... That should turn the tide.
I strike with the full force of my convictions.
That's a slow arrow, but the slow failed. We could try it again. We could try this.
One mark is not enough.
Into the fray once more.
Work with me here.
Many marks with a marvelous marksman!
We're gonna have to continue this fight in the next video. Sorry.